6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headline: the caretaker Prime Minister has left for Kuwait to extend condolence on behalf of the government and people of Pakistan over the sad demise of Amir Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmad Al Jaber Al Sabah. Anwarul Haqqaqar says Pakistan can no longer continue to compromise its national security by accommodating huge numbers of undocumented foreign nationals. The Afghan interim government has admitted arresting around 40 terrorists of the banned Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan on the basis of evidence shared by Pakistan. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has urged the international human rights organizations to take cognizance of the plight of the Kashmiri detainees in the Indian jails. North Korea fired an intercontinental ballistic missile today that has a potential to travel more than 15,000 kilometers. Pakistan women cricket team beat New Zealand women by 3 runs in super over of the third one-day international at Christchurch today. And now the news in detail. The caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haqqaqar has left for Kuwait to condole the sad demise of Amir of Kuwait Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmad Al Jaber Al Sabah. The Kuwaiti ambassador saw of the Prime Minister at the Noor Khan Air Base in Rawalpindi today. On the sad demise of the Amir of Kuwait, Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmad Al Jaber Al Sabah, Pakistan is observing a day of mourning. The day of mourning is being observed to express fraternal solidarity on behalf of the people and the government of Pakistan with the royal family, the government, and the people of Kuwait. The national flag remained at half-mast throughout the country today. The caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haqqaqar has said Pakistan can no longer continue to compromise its national security by accommodating huge numbers of undocumented foreigners, including Afghan nationals. In an article published in the daily The Telegraph, he said, "Our ultimate aim is to build a safer, more peaceful and prosperous Pakistan." The Prime Minister said at least 16 Afghan nationals have carried out suicide attacks inside Pakistan since August 2021. He said 65 terrorists killed in encounters with the security forces were identified as Afghans. The Prime Minister said no responsible government can ignore such concerns. Anwarul Haqqaqar said our emphasis is on voluntary, safe and dignified repatriation of illegal foreign nationals. He mentioned that some 93% of those who have returned to Afghanistan have done so voluntarily. He said none of the 1.46 Afghans who applied for proof of registration cards has been returned, and currently 800,000 individuals have whole Afghan citizens card. The Prime Minister said Pakistan has set up some 79 transit centres providing free meals, shelter and medical facilities, while additional crossing points have been opened on the Pak-Afghan border to facilitate the process. The Afghan interim government, for the first time in 1 year, has admitted the arrest of around 40 terrorists of the banned outfit Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan operating on the Afghan soil. According to Afghan media, spokesperson of Afghanistan's Interior Ministry Abdul Mateen Khani said the interim authorities have also captured a large number of Daesh operatives. The Afghan media further stated that Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan terrorists were arrested in light of the evidence shared by Pakistan disclosing their hideouts inside Afghanistan. It is pertinent to mention here that Pakistan's Foreign Office recently demanded of the interim government of Afghanistan to take strict action against militants operating on its soil. Pakistan has urged Afghanistan to take all necessary measures to prevent the persistent use of its soil for terrorism against Pakistan. The current Afghan leadership has assured that it will act immediately if there is any evidence about the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Repatriation of illegal foreign nationals, including Afghans, to their countries is continuing in a dignified and safe manner. 1,638 illegal Afghan nationals returned to their country yesterday. So far, over 436,000 illegal Afghans have been repatriated to Afghanistan. This is Radio Pakistan. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, has called for improving the energy efficiency and adopting sustainable practices to mitigate the adverse impacts of climate change. Speaking at a ceremony in Islamabad today, he said transitioning to renewable energy sources, improving energy efficiency, and reforestation are key to curb the adverse impacts of climate change. The president also called for promoting peace in the world and discouraging wars that are a big cause of deviating the world's focus on mitigating global warming. He said despite contributing less than 1% in carbon emission, Pakistan suffered huge losses in last year's devastating floods that occurred due to global warming and climate change. The caretaker Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Murtaza Solangi, says foreigners cannot stay indefinitely in Pakistan without legal documents. Talking to a private news channel, he said millions of Afghan citizens are legally residing in Pakistan and have access to all facilities, including health, education, and business. The minister said, "We have asked only those foreigners to leave the country who do not have the valid visa." Recalling the tragedy of illegal immigrants in Greece, the minister said everyone knows how illegal immigrants are treated all across the world. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Human Rights and Women Empowerment, Mishal Hussain Malik, has urged the world to take notice of the transnational terrorism network of India. Participating in a program of Suno FM radio channel today, she said recent incidents of global terrorism in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and other countries indicate that the world peace is under serious threat from the RSS-led Hindutva ideology of Indian rulers. Mishal Hussain Malik said there should be international war tribunals to investigate the atrocities being committed by India in the occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The All-Party Hurriyat Conference has urged the United Nations Human Rights Council and other international human rights organizations to take cognizance of the plight of the Kashmiri detainees in the Indian jails. In a statement in Srinagar, the spokesman of APHC deplored that the detainees, including APHC Chairman Musarrat Alam Bhatt, Shabir Ahmed Shah, Muhammad Yasin Malik, Asian Darabi, and Naeem Ahmed Khan, are languishing in jails across India without legal rights. North Korea fired an intercontinental ballistic missile today that has the potential to travel more than 15,000 kilometers. South Korea's National Security Council said it was a solid-fuel intercontinental ballistic missile, labeling the launch a destabilizing act. The missile was fired from an area near the capital Pyongyang towards the sea off the North's east coast and flew about 1,000 kilometers. The Human Rights Watch has accused Israeli government of intentionally starving civilians in Gaza as part of its offensive in the besieged Palestinian territory. The group in a report said the Israeli government is using starvation of civilians as a method of warfare in the occupied Gaza Strip. The report said Israeli forces are deliberately blocking the delivery of water, food, and fuel while depriving the civilian population of objects indispensable to their survival. And now cricket. Pakistan women cricket team beat New Zealand women by 3 runs in the super over of the third and last one-day cricket international at Christchurch. In the super over, Pakistan women team scored 11 runs without loss of any wicket, while New Zealand women team scored 8 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Earlier batting first New Zealand women team scored 251 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in the allotted 50 overs, while in reply Pakistan women levelled the match for the loss of 9 wickets in 50 overs. And finally, the weather report. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most plain areas of the country, while very cold conditions are likely in northern areas during the next 12 hours. Fog and smog is likely to occur in upper Sindh, plain areas of the Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa during night hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.